Money. This one thing never runs out of topics to discuss because it's the closest and also the most complicated thing in the modern world. How could it not be complicated? In almost every part of the world, each country has its own currency. Yes, even though it can still be exchanged, it's obviously still complicated. Now, even though the form is always the same, paper and coins, who would have thought that in each country the base materials could be different due to various considerations? In America, they use cotton as the base material for making paper money. This is because cotton is considered more flexible and not easily torn. Curious about other countries? Let's look at countries that use unique base materials for their currencies. Now we have reached our neighbor, the Philippines. In this country led by President Duterte, they recognize the Philippine peso. The highest denomination in a single Philippine peso note is 1,000 pesos, and the peso currency features three figures. First is Jose Abad Santos, the 5th Chief Justice of the Philippines. Second is Vicente Lim, a military brigadier general and World War II hero. Lastly, there is Josefa Lainez Escoda, a female fighter for the Philippines. Apart from being different in terms of images, the base material used to make the peso currency is also different. The base material used is a combination of three plants: acacia leaves, abaca banana fibers, and salago plant fibers. The choice of these three plants is due to research in the Philippines proving that the combination of these three plants can create paper with a stronger texture and water resistance. It's important to know that the Philippines is one of the worst countries in terms of flooding issues, so they need money that can withstand being submerged. Besides being strong, the combination of these three plants also consists of wild plants found in the Philippines. Thus, their use as a base material also benefits local farm workers. Moreover, even though it uses local materials, the security features of this money are already complete. Starting from optical variables, 3D images to tactile features for the visually impaired. Wow, this is what you call a win-win solution. Then let's move to Japan. As we know, this land of the rising sun is indeed amazing when it comes to policies for its people. Well, in 2019, the Japanese government proved itself again by revising their 1,000 yen, 5,000 yen, and 10,000 yen currencies. In this revision, the base material to be used was changed from cotton and polymer to Mitsumata bark fibers. This plant, also known as the Oriental paper bush, was previously used by Japan in the year 614 AD due to its smooth, dense texture and even its ability to repel insects. The choice of this plant is also very unique because the Japanese government wants to rejuvenate the farming profession, which has started to vanish. So, to attract interest in becoming Mitsumata bush farmers, the base material for yen currency was revised. This revision also includes changes to the design of the banknotes. For example, the 10,000 yen note, which was previously valued at $70.47, featured a front design with a portrait of Yukichi Fukuzawa, a Japanese intellectual and samurai, and a phoenix on the back. The new design will feature Shibusawa Eiichi, known as the father of Japanese capitalism, and the Tokyo Station building. The new design is planned to be introduced in 2024. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Now, let's move to England to take a look at the pound sterling. As the currency considered the most valuable in the world, with an exchange rate reaching $1.28 per 1 pound sterling, this currency must be durable and resistant to damage. Obviously, even a slight tear could cause big problems. To achieve a durable and strong currency, England uses a base material called substrate. This material is obtained through a special combination of fabric and cotton. Substrate is used for all denominations of pound sterling banknotes. Unfortunately, this money was protested because in some cases, it was not water resistant. Because of this, the British government decided that the pound sterling would be made using a polymer base material, proven to withstand various conditions, whether hot, cold, rainy, flood, and so on. This currency also features a more robust hologram, making it harder to counterfeit. However, even with this elegant solution, there were still protests because the polymer used is biaxially oriented polypropylene or BOPP. This base material is mostly protested by vegetarians due to its content of animal fat. It's complicated indeed to be the government there. Do their citizens want to shop using only coins? It would be interesting to buy a car with coins. Happy customer, frustrated dealership employees. Speaking of unique banknotes, in Canada, there's an even stranger phenomenon. In this icy country, the banknotes are indeed made of polymer, a well-known material. But uniquely, some Canadians have noticed an unusual phenomenon with the money they hold. The first phenomenon is the scent of maple syrup, famous in Canada. Some people in Canada are heatedly debating whether the money they hold has a maple syrup aroma. Even some of them find their money sticky, like actual syrup. The second phenomenon is that the banknotes can melt. While usually paper money is damaged by burning, some Canadians complain that their money melts and sticks together, making it unusable. Fortunately, this money can be exchanged at the local central bank. Otherwise, it would be a big problem. When the bank officials were asked, the heads of the Canadian bank denied the presence of syrup-like materials in the money. They said the production of money in Canada is normal, even though some of their banknotes have a vertical design. So where does this aroma come from? Is the money indeed as sweet as Mr. Krabs says? So that was today's video. What do you think is the most interesting base material? For me, it's clearly Japan's, as it can help grow the economy of the farmers. So the government benefits and the farmers can fully smile.